Previously I found fake PS3 controllers, fake PS4 controllers, and today I found a fake PS5 controller. Initially I thought the PS5 DualSense would be harder to replicate. However, the fact DualShock 4 can be paired with the PS5 made things a bit easier. Here I have 3 different controllers and they all look extremely similar. Without minimal training, someone can easily confuse each single one of them as being a DualSense controller. Those 2 at the bottom are extremely similar. This one at the top, excepting the shape and color, has some visible difference. Firstly, there's no PlayStation symbols on the square, circle and triangle buttons, and the home button is shaped as a house. This is how it looks at the back. Near the charging port, there is no Sony logo. Otherwise, looks pretty similar to a PS5 controller. The button symbols are different. This is obviously a fake controller, quite easy to spot, so there is no need to go further. Now the 2 remaining controllers looks extremely similar. The weight is a bit different. This one is a bit heavier, and this one is a bit lighter. From this side, they're identical. They both have the Sony logo below the charging input. And from the back there is a completely different text, but I can't judge only from this because the one on the left side is supposed to be a Japanese version and on the right could be a controller for a different market, where obviously the text is different. So just because the text is different is not a reason to think one of them is a fake controller. And considering how similar they are, it's pretty hard to tell which one is fake if there's any. At this point, can you tell which one is fake? Does any of these 2 looks like a fake to you? Just let me know in the comments. For making clear the fact that text on the back doesn't matter, I'm bringing a different controller. I didn't bring it since the beginning because it's black and would be hard to spot the differences. So, as we can see, now we're having 3 different controllers with 3 different texts, and that's just because they're made for different markets, but doesn't mean they're fake. No matter the text, the controller can be genuine or fake. Some people are even trying to look for the series, but in my opinion, it wouldn't matter. For proving one of them is fake, I connect them to my laptop and check how the controller is seen. So the one I have it bundled with my console, the Japanese version, it's seen as a DualSense wireless controller. Let's zoom out a bit. Yeah, everything seems to work perfectly fine. And here I can activate the haptic feedback. And works, I can feel it. Now let's check the other one. Yes, it works. And it does like a genuine DualSense controller. Now let's put the other one, which looks identical. And firstly, it's seen as a wireless controller, but not as a DualSense wireless controller. Once connected, even the image shows it as a DualShock controller. Seems to work pretty fine. But I have no option for testing the haptic feedback, a feature available only on genuine DualSense controllers. So this is acting like a working controller, but not a genuine DualSense controller. Considering I know for sure which one is fake and which one is genuine. Now let's check the difference between them. The genuine one is pretty silent, and the feedback is pretty smooth. I somehow feel the fake one is more noisy, but I wouldn't be able to spot the fake just by the sound. I noticed there's a difference where the microphone is supposed to be. On the genuine one, I see something golden inside the hole, but on the fake one, there is no such thing inside. So I'm opening them. This is the original controller. And let's see what we have here. It's a bit harder to open it. And having them side by side, we can see on the fake one there is no mic inside. They look extremely similar, having almost the same mold, but just no mic there. Here is the microphone. And here goes nothing. I also notice a difference on the home button. I wonder if the fake one would fit on the genuine controller. Seems to fit perfectly fine. This one is from the fake controller and fits perfectly on the original. So this confirms the fact the mold is pretty much identical. Yeah, excepting the home button, I barely see any difference. Now let's see how they're charging. So far, the lights seem to be more powerful on the genuine controller. Let me adjust the light so we can see the difference. Right now, the fake one doesn't even seem to be charging. Now we can better see the difference. Yeah, there is some light, but barely visible. Same thing when I'm trying to connect it to my PS5. The blue light is there, but much more dim on the fake controller. When it's about the texture, as we know, the DualSense controller has the symbols printed on the grip, and many thought this would be hard to replicate. But this fake controller seems to have this printed. This one is fake, and using my nails, I can feel them. Now let's check using some zoom. On the left side, we have the genuine DualSense controller, and on the right side, we have the fake one. I would say the one on the right side is more messy, but that can't be seen without a magnifying glass, so even if there's a difference, we can't check it this way. Looking at the thumbstick, they're extremely similar. It feels the same, and I wouldn't be able to spot the fake. The symbols on the start select buttons, options and share now on this generation are more faded on the genuine controller. Now let's see their weight. The genuine one has 282 grams. The black genuine controller has 278 grams. And the fake one has 218 grams. So checking them one more time. 282 grams for the original controller. 278 grams for the other original controller. And 218 grams for the fake one. So I was right when I felt the fake one is lighter. I also noticed the genuine controller has its charging connectors more golden. Here on the fake one is more silver. On the genuine one, the Sony logo is more silver. On the fake one, the symbol is more brownish. The options and share symbols are light gray and a bit faded on the original controller. On the fake one are more of a dark gray. Bumper and trigger buttons are more glossy on the original controller. And obviously the biggest sign would be the microphone hole, which shows something golden on the genuine one and nothing but a hole on the fake one. Connecting it to the PS5, it's instantly recognized. I can navigate the menu. I can enter the game. This is a PS4 game from a PS4 disc, and the controller works just perfect. No drifting, the stick is working just fine. It's sensitive. The buttons works extremely well. I can definitely use such controller. I can't recommend a fake controller. I'd never do that, but once having it on a PS4 game, I can definitely enjoy my time using it. However, I can't play PS5 games with it, because it's seen as a DualShock 4 controller and PS5 games doesn't work. This makes it unusable, so a fake is a fake. It doesn't matter, it looks like a PS5 controller. It doesn't matter, it feels like a PS5 controller. It doesn't behave like a DualSense controller, and this is what matters the most. Using it on a PS4 console, I see no point, unless you're in love with the DualSense shape and ergonomics. Otherwise, I'd always use a genuine DualShock 4. Using it on a PS5 may work if, once again, you're in love with the DualSense shape. Otherwise, you can always use a genuine DualShock 4. I think this video shows how to spot a fake, and if you aim for a genuine one, this is helpful. Unfortunately, I've got this controller in used condition and I don't have the box. I don't know how the box looks like, and I can't investigate the box itself for finding out how to spot the fake box. But once opened, this is the outcome. Would be hard to spot a scammer on websites like eBay, but once arrived, there are many ways to find out you're dealing with a fake or a genuine DualSense controller. Best wishes, see you in the next one.